Uh, Jumbo Mumbo Familia Angu, Jumbo Mumbo, lovely people. This is Eli-Ben-Eli, uh, coming to you once again to hopefully discuss something that I'm finding very interesting. Uh, I was listening to let me get my money, let me get my money, money in my mind, and you ain't just shit. Heard what I said, now I feel my stack. You ain't talking money, you ain't talking shit. All I see is green, all I make is cheese. Put it in my pocket and we go. It's a rap group. I don't even know the name of the rap group. I'll have to find it and give it to you. But it's uh, it's really really funny what the lyrics says. It says what it's saying is that NIGGA has to make that money. NIGGA has to make that dough. I look at I look at a lot of what I see on here, and it kind of puts me. It makes me think about that. But anyway, folks, currently I am at 292 subs by the grace of Allah. I've been growing at approximately the rate of 10 per day, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Inshallah, if it is the will of Allah, I'll be at about 300 by the end of by before the start of the weekend. And I look at all of this philosophically, and for those of you who haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. Slightly over a month ago, I was at 14 subscribers. So this is a true blessing from Allah, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with a little bit of ambition. I want to let my channel grow to the biggest extent that Allah, wants it to grow to. I want to do some fun things here. I think I'm gonna try to sell my literature. I'll sell it by the chapter for very small amounts of money, and I haven't played my flute in so long, but I feel inspired to play my flute, and it's been a lot of fun getting back to playing my flute. I'm gonna get a recorder, and it's gonna be make it a lot easier for me to play my music because my flutes are all handmade, and some of the time the music can come out really well, some of it not so much. I wanted to talk about good old Marwa today. I can't get that video in which he acted like if the Lord God of Nyabohanse, the Emperor of Issbania, the true Emperor, because my Huguenot is only the Redeemer, the Creamer, the Dreamer, the Screamer of Issbania, Nyabohanse, Tanzania, and Kenya. No, Marwa is the Lord High Emperor of Issbania and the King of Nyabohanse. He pretended that he has no idea what a thrift store was, and he was acting like if the rich man has descended from the clouds and is so amazed to discover what the peasants are doing. What is it called? My tumba. What is that called? There is an entire industry in Kenya that is built out of people wearing used clothes that have been imported from America, and I suspect it from Europe. And I'm not putting that down. I happen to think that that is brilliant. That's one of the things that I respect about Kenyan culture. Okay, but I respect that about Kenyan culture. When I see a Kenyan man who probably has been wearing mitumba his whole life, pretending that he's never seen a store that does this, and ooh, look at this. It's like, come on, dude, get a life. Yeah, it's like if you're lying about this, what else are you lying about? Speaking of lying about, you know, uh, I heard a video in which Ivan is talking to Sultan, and he's saying some very frank things about Marwa, and he calls Marwa an a-hole and everything, and says that he's very rude and selfish and blah 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 blah. And Anybody with a set of eyes in their head can see that that is true. What Ivan is not saying is, why is this woman that you claim didn't stay in your house so long, isn't even in your house now? Why is she going around wearing only a football top, a t-shirt? Why is she, in your bedroom? Why is she in several locations around your house looking very, very sexy? At the end of the day, Paulina is an 18-year-old female, which means that in the eyes of the law, she is not a minor. In the eyes of the law, she is an adult. And if she wants to spend time with Ivan and wants to smash it with Ivan, there's even one of the videos in which they showed her briefly standing somewhere, and you see a black hand reach out and stroke her hair. And this is in Ivan's house. My, my point of view about this is, bro, I ain't mad at you. She's an adult. If you two reach an arrangement, and I'm not the kind of person who has a problem with women and men transacting intimacy or doing intimacy for a consideration. If you two did that, that's fine. The question then becomes, why are you being a liar? She's an adult. You're in your home. You can do what you want to do. Quit lying. It's obvious that you were smashing it. And, again, at the end of the day, when all of the muss and the fuss about did he finesse Marwa out of being with this woman so that he could be with her, when all of that's said and done, who really gives, a crap whether these people leading their lives, sleazy little lives, are doing all of this? I personally find it very, very funny. Black men want to leave a continent full of black women. They're living in cities full of black women, attractive, educated, accomplished black women. And they're doing all of this fuss and muss over a white teenager. Shout out to my homegirl, Claudine Etienne, who speaks out about colorism. Okay, she speaks out about colorism. Let me tell you something about that. To me, this is a personal prejudice, and I admit that it's a prejudice. I happen to think that black women are the most beautiful women that God has created. Okay, and we have a saying here in America: the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I like my women to be dark. I like for them to be black, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I have never found a white woman attractive. I find a lot of white women attractive, but at the end of the day, I've been here in the United States my whole life. I have had white girlfriends and everything, and I think that white women can sometimes be the kindest, most wonderful people to be with. But at the end of the day, I can't be with anybody other than a black woman. Black women are just incredible. They're just phenomenal. And